I told our guys who were doing it, who had the coins, only go into like stuff you couldn't get in permanent loss. So Xboo, Xterrit, I think you said Cred. And that's a project I wanted to ask you about. Like, what was up with Cred? That's one project I just didn't get, and I just stayed away from it.
Yeah, so I went huge into it. I even made a tweet like I'm putting 25% of my portfolio in here. I genuinely believe.
Wait, what? You put 25% of your portfolio into that?
Well, maybe kind of like embellishing a little bit. 25% of my Phantom, stack. Right, it wasn't my full, but 25% of what I had in Phantom, I bought credit. And
brother, that's a bag, bro. I mean, because we like Phantom was that was heavy, dude.
I would never ever announce a buy like that again. I felt obligated to
you
hold
tell
that.
Me, brother. No, you tell 24. You tell me.
Yeah, I was like, I had to hold that to zero. It felt like I like a couple cents. I was like, guys, please, I gotta sell this. But yeah, no, the thesis was there. The team wasn't quite aligned. So the team is crazy story. Shout out to couple different people that made me aware of it. A guy named Dog that I now work with, but he alluded me to the fact that the developers were serial scammers. Like they did it on Ethereum, they did it on Phantom. They would constantly make these projects and they would fail. And these guys had huge FUSD bags. So their whole thing about Creditum and Stake, which also got rugged as well, was like, hey, we're gonna make FUSD great again. But essentially, they were just trying to get their bags off their back. Like they just had these stables that weren't worth $1. And when the opportunity finally arose, they got hired as a dev on Scream. And Scream, has some limits on this, stable coin that's not a real stable coin, but we'll let you borrow it at $1, but a cap at $1 million or something, right?
Yeah.
They turned the cap off intentionally and exited millions of dollars themselves.
Right.
There were some competitors that exasperated it as well. I wrote it in the thread where they could have stopped things maybe at a couple million, but instead would advertise the positions to others. It sucked, man. It was a huge hit for Phantom, man. I don't like seeing stuff like that, especially like, competitors taking advantage, the people that create a project taking advantage, or developer on the project taking advantage. But yeah, their intentions, that token was never going to go anywhere. Credit was never going to go anywhere because it was never intended to. Their liquidation mechanism, it would linearly fall off. Like the amount of money that you'd have to put up to, liquidate someone.
Yeah.
Usually there's a ratio, right? Like there's $80,000. I put $60,000 to liquidate this guy. I make $20,000, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, right? I don't know.
Yeah. The health ratio.
Yeah. They timed it so it would linearly go to zero, and the amount to liquidate someone for free was like zero cost. So you just got free money and the same address. It was so bad from bottom to top. I did a deep dive. Shout out to Maxflow and some other people that helped me with it, but they didn't have good intentions, and they had a trail of like projects. You ever see that meme of the Grim Reaper going to each door and his blood? Yeah. Rinse and repeat. I have no doubt that they have a new pseudonym right now, and they've probably launched a project that's rugged. It's just their MO. It's really shitty. Like these guys would be like saying, "Yo, we're so depressed. That's why we stepped away."
And
then on TikTok, they're in vacation, and oh my god, every country just like
say that again, because look, I said this about you. So okay, I'm not saying this about token founders because I didn't know any token founders that said that shit. But I know YouTubers that we knew and like we're kind of getting not friendly, but we would talk to them a little bit. That these fuckers were like, what they did is they got so many people so rugged in crypto